Hi, it's Gwen Fox, and I am so glad that you're here. Today we're going to do more on the painting, the saga, the painting that seems to take forever. That we left off, and you guys gave the best comments. You know, you're developing your critique eye when you do this. I loved your comments. They were all fantastic. And so I'm really proud of you because that really makes a difference. So congratulations. Now, I think that what I'm going to do is take you through the sequence. And the sequence is sanding. So here we are sanding. Now, this is a canvas. So I have to be careful. I'm sanding with my Black & Decker little mouse sander. Love this thing. It's awesome. But I have to be careful that I'm not pushing down too hard. And all I'm doing is getting off the edges and just smoothing everything off. And once I get that, I'm turning it off, I've finished, and now here we go. All right, here we are in front of the painting. How are we going to bring it back to life? This is the problem that we face a lot. Sometimes a painting doesn't want to be born, but this one I think is going to be fine. I have sanded it as you saw. And why did I sand it? Because it gives a nice smoothness, and my grit wasn't enough that I took anything off. I just smoothed everything around. Then I washed it off. And so I have this nice smooth surface here, which I kind of like. But what can we do to save this painting? Because right now it may be okay, but we don't want okay paintings. We want really good paintings, paintings that hold together, that have good composition, good design. Now, let's talk about the design on this painting. This is the center of interest right here. And there is actually very little leading to this. I need some shapes that are bringing me to this area, and I'm going to make this area bigger because I think it needs to be bigger. I don't dislike the dark at the top, but I need some lines coming here. I do have this line, but it's a not very distinctive line. It's not a very big shape. I want a good shape. So I think everybody tends to like this green and the orange and so forth. So we're going to keep that. And we're going to see if we can't bring this back to life. I'm just putting on some color to change the whole format. Because what I want to do is to get the center of interest more up here. And in order to do that, I've got to kind of play around. Liven up some of this. This is transparent orange. This is in oil. It's transparent orange. And I already like it better. I may not like it in a few minutes, but I already like it better. It's just has more life to it. And that's exactly what it needed. It needed some life. So I'm not worried about shapes. I'm not worried about center of interest. I mean, I know where my center of interest is going to be, but I'm not worried about getting there yet. So this is going to be a really fun experiment. Guys, I have to tell you that paintings don't always turn out. I know we think that they do, but they don't. They don't turn out. And about 75% of the time, mine do not turn out. And I know that's a high number, but when I say they don't turn out, I really have to work to get them to do that. They don't just paint themselves. And so that's what I want you to understand, is that
when you struggle and you have to fight for this painting, it's okay. It's all right, because the painting's worth it, and so are you. I have to step back every few strokes in order to look at the painting. I'm too close. And if I'm close, it doesn't make sense. You step back, you look at it, you analyze, and you ask yourself questions. Where do I want my center of interest? How am I going to get there? And what colors am I going to use? So you're critiquing your own work. You're trying to build this fabulous painting that you're wondering, oh, is it ever going to come to fruition? Well, they do. Most of the time, they do. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be stepping back and forth. And as usual, what I will do is that I will, if you hear this noise in the background, my Taco, my shepherd, is chewing on a bone. But he's in one place. He's not in front of the camera. But this is how you build a painting, is that you ask questions, and then you want to connect with the painting yourself. You want to emotionally connect. And remember when I turned the painting upside down? Because it didn't emotionally connect with me the other way. Then it connected with me. Now, I am going to turn this page. I'm not going to turn it upside down, but I have changed the center of interest. This is going to be a whole new painting, but still using the same background of the other. And so we'll see how it goes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I'm going to take you through the sequence because I took photographs as I went. Now, I know I've mentioned to you that I'm going through a change in my painting. I want to be freer and looser, and artists change. And I have been struggling with this for quite a long time, because what happens is that you paint and then you go back to the regular style. You end up, the painting is the same. That's what this one was turning out to be, and I didn't like it. So I changed it, and you will see the change. So I'll see you at the end. Now, here we've messed it up. I've added transparent orange. I've added neutrals. I've added lots of different things to mess this up. Why do I mess it up? So I can think differently. And I decided I still don't see anything, so I'm going to mess it up some more. And here we are, messed up even more. Added some things, not much. And then here is the last of the mess up. I have smoothed it, and guess what? I do not like it. It's too much the same. I don't want that. I want it to be different. So I'm going to go bold, and I am going to add black. Black. I love it. It just, it shocks the eye so that you can see it different. And I love how it just causes me to think in a different way. I've kept the black up at the upper right, but that too is just about to change. But I also want a color, and the color is blue. And I have added the blue, and then I've made the upper part white. I like that. It pops it. I'm not really keen on how the blue is positioned, but this is the beginning. This is how it starts. And so then we go on, and I've added some warmth. I've added some more white, just getting the feel of the painting and trying to keep it in the right format. Now, I don't care for the shapes because they were too much the same. And so I am going to, the black shapes is what I'm talking about. And so this is
what I ended up doing, and then I looked at it and oh my gosh, is it not stiff or what? This is a stiff painting. It needs movement, and the black shape on the right is all the wrong shape. No doubt about that, because it is just, it's in the kind of a mummified cross looking thing, and I don't like this rigidness of the left black shape that's coming down. So, okay, what do? You go in and you change it. And so I changed the right side, and I changed some of the curvature on the upper left black, and then I decided they were too much the same, so I go back in and I change. Then I'm changing some more. I'm adding some white toward the bottom in the middle. And this is where it is right now. And right now I'm pleased with it. Whether it'll stay this way, I don't know. But I've softened the left black shape on the edge. I have softened several edges. So leave your comments. I want to know what you think.
Well, I hope that you enjoyed that. You enjoyed the whole sequence of it. It was a big change. And I know that's a shockaroo for some people, but you know what? It may not be done. I don't know right now. It's wet. I can't do anything with it. But let me know your comments. I love them. And I will see you in the next video. And guess what? I love you. Bye.